The Bangkok Declaration of 1997 gave rise to the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral, Technical and Economic Cooperation, BIMSTEC. And since then, the 7 member states have been on a journey together for a brighter future. This shared journey has seen many milestones as we have come together to boost our trade and investment, to combat the threats our environment faces from climate change, to build a more safe and secure neighborhood, to promote sustainable agriculture, to bring our people closer, to unleash the scientific potential of our region and to build more integrated and connected nations.
Welcome to Diplomatic Sponsor Show. Today we are having a discussion with the Secretary General of BIMSTEC, His Excellency Ambassador Indra Mani Pandey, and his lovely spouse, Mrs. Sushma Pandey. Welcome to our show. First of all, I would like to congratulate you on the 20th anniversary of BIMSTEC. How is it feeling?
Yes, we celebrated the 28th anniversary of BIMSTEC on 16th June. BIMSTEC was created 28 years ago on 6 June 1997 in Bangkok by the leaders of Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka and Thailand. We are very happy to celebrate 28th anniversary in presence of Honorable Advisor for Ministry of Planning and a number of diplomats and other distinguished persons from different walks of life from Bangladesh joined the celebration. We also had for the first time a march past by the member state. They displayed their artifacts and craft in separate kiosks and also they presented their cultural performances.
How does the BIMSTEC work?
BIMSTEC has 7 members. The BIMSTEC Secretariat is located in Dhaka and the Secretariat's role is to facilitate consultation, coordination, communication among the member states. Also, Secretariat prepares for all the meetings, does all the documentation, prepares the report, and also works closely with the member states to ensure that the decisions taken by the member states, the directives issued by them are implemented. BIMSTEC has on its agenda 17 sectors of cooperation, and in each sector we have expert groups or working groups. We have prepared action plans and member states are focused on implementing that action plan. Each member state has been made responsible for a set of sectors. For example, Bangladesh takes the lead in forging regional cooperation in trade, investment and development and also blue economy. Similarly, Bhutan takes lead in environment and climate change sector as well as mountain economy. So in this fashion, all the 7 member states play equal role in regional cooperation and they contribute equally to the success of BIMSTEC.
What are the major achievements?
We have made progress at different pace in different sectors. If we look at environment and climate change sector, so we have our action plan being implemented. We have held a number of workshops, capacity building workshops. We have also created a BIMSTEC Center for Weather and Climate to assist member states in forecast of weather and climate. If we look at energy sector, we have made progress in interconnection of the electricity grids of our member states, and a BIMSTEC Energy Center has been created to facilitate interconnection of the grid, but also to work on renewable energy and energy efficiency. If we take, for example, science, technology and innovation sector, we are going ahead with setting up a technology transfer facility in Colombo. This facility will enable transfer of technologies among the member states and it will help all the member states getting access to advanced technologies developed by our member states. We have sectors like culture and tourism, where there is a focus on enhancing intra-regional tourism to have more cultural exchanges. There is a separate sector on people-to-people contact. So there we are trying to establish contacts among our think tanks, universities, youth, media, parliamentarians, and similarly other segments of society. In security sector, we already have Convention on Counter-Terrorism, preventing drug trafficking in force. The Convention on Mutual Legal Assistance in Criminal Matters has been signed and is being ratified. We have negotiated a convention on human trafficking. We are in the process of negotiating texts of Convention on extradition and transfer of sentenced person. So we are making progress in areas like cyber security cooperation, maritime security, and even civil space cooperation. We have a sector on disaster management where we are trying to work with the member state to create a mechanism whereby BIMSTEC member states will be able to respond collectively to any natural disaster taking place in one of the member states. And India has offered to create a center of excellence for disaster management. In connectivity, at the last summit, we signed an agreement on maritime transport cooperation that will facilitate maritime connectivity among our member states. And there is a proposal to set up a center of excellence for enhancing regional cooperation in maritime connectivity. We are also working in the space of digital connectivity, where member states want to work together in assisting each other in building digital public infrastructure and also work towards bridging the digital divide. In surface connectivity, we are in the process of negotiating a motor vehicles agreement, and there is a master plan on connectivity where each member state has been given responsibility to undertake certain projects within their own countries in order to facilitate connectivity among all the 7 member states. So in all these sectors, we are making progress at different pace. So there are number of concrete achievements.
Your Excellency, you have a 33 years of diplomatic career. How do you look at your present position? Like, do you think it's different than the other positions?
Thank you so much for taking note of that. I have completed almost 35 years of service, and this assignment is very different from my earlier assignments. In my present position as Secretary General of BIMSTEC, I represent this organization to which 7 member states are committed to. So in a way, I represent the collective interest of all the 7 member states, and I have the opportunity to work for the interest of all the member states. The success of BIMSTEC will contribute to security and development of all the member states, and as Secretary General, that will be my contribution to the development of people in our Bay of Bengal region. We have a number of developmental challenges. We have a number of security challenges. We need to work together to deal with those challenges. BIMSTEC provides that kind of platform for all the member states to work together. And that is where I feel very happy that I'm able to make a contribution as Secretary General in pushing forward the agenda of cooperation.
The Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation may be more important than it gives credit for. As the name of the blog suggests, all these countries border the Bay of Bengal, and given the common geography, they also share certain opportunities and challenges. The member countries are home to some 1.8 billion people, that is nearly 22% of the global population. They have a combined GDP of $3.6 trillion.
How do you get funds for the initiatives that you take? How BIMSTEC is funded?
So the BIMSTEC Secretariat is funded by all the member states. They contribute to annual budget. When it comes to implementation of the cooperation activities and projects, the member states fund those activities and they undertake initiatives depending on their capacity. Whatever initiatives they take in the sectors in which they have been made the lead state, they fund those activities. So it's very good arrangement whereby member states take the direct responsibility to to funding the activities that they undertake. I would like to thank actually all the member states for being very generous with paying their dues to the budget. Not only they pay in time, they are very generous in approving the budget proposals by the Secretariat. We also have some external partners, and at times some of our activities are funded by our external partners. For example, with Asian Development Bank, they provide a technical assistance grant, and under that grant then we are able to undertake activities in a number of sectors. We work together with IFPRI, International Food Policy Research Institute. We also have MOU with UNODC, UN Office for Drugs and Crime. We are also working together with international organizations like World Health Organization, International Telecommunications Union, World Meteorological Organization, United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction, the organizations like World Intellectual Property. So we are working together with those organizations also, whereby we want to leverage their experience, resources, and capacity, and their existing programs for the benefit of our members. So we are very keen to forge a relationship with international and regional organizations. For example, we have a memorandum of understanding with Indian Ocean Rim Association. We have close cooperation with ASEAN because our member states can benefit from their experience. Also, there are two members of ASEAN who are members of BIMSTEC, Myanmar and Thailand. So this leads to a very close cooperation between BIMSTEC and ASEAN.
What about SARC?
I have had a few meetings with the Secretary General of SARC, and if there are opportunities to work together, because we have the member states which are also members of SARC, then we can explore those opportunities. Let me mention here our gratitude to the government of Bangladesh for its project to build an iconic building for BIMSTEC Secretariat at this premises itself in future. We are hopeful that project will start very soon, and that will be Bangladesh's contribution to BIMSTEC. It already hosts the secretariat here.
If SARC would have been more active, we need BIMSTEC to be formed or anything?
Actually, I would like to remind your audience also, and BIMSTEC was created in 1997. At a time when SARC was very active and SARC was playing the role envisaged for it. At the same time, countries in Bay of Bengal were looking to enhance their cooperation with countries in Southeast Asia, and countries from Southeast Asia were looking forward to enhancing their cooperation with countries in South Asia. So BIMSTEC was created as a platform to act as a bridge between South Asia and Southeast Asia. And that's why we had three countries from South Asia, Bangladesh, India, and Sri Lanka, joining hands with Thailand to create BIMSTEC. And Myanmar joined. So then together we became 5 members, 3 from South Asia and 2 from Southeast Asia. And then Nepal and Bhutan joined. So we have 5 members from South Asia, 2 from Southeast Asia, as a bridge between the two regions, away from political issues or the issues where member states would have differences. So BIMSTEC from the very beginning has focused on creating mechanisms whereby we can work together to support the development efforts of our member state. We can support our member states in realization of their sustainable development goals. So the two organizations, BIMSTEC and SARC, they have their own agenda, they have their own history, and that's why the two have coexisted in the past, will continue to coexist. They have different roles to play, and they will continue to play different roles. And also, in a region, there can be more than one organization which has on its agenda regional cooperation. We need in our region more and more regional cooperation. So there is a space for both BIMSTEC and SARC to play their roles.
Is there a plan of taking more members from ASEAN or from such countries?
Our charter entered into force in May 2024. Since then, legally, BIMSTEC is open to enhancing its membership are receiving request for observer status by other members. It will take a decision based on consensus among the member states whenever such opportunities arise in future.
BIMSTEC has been doing a lot of work in development in this region. But still people don't know much about BIMSTEC, and you're not that much. Why is that? Is that the BIMSTEC policy to do work silently?
No, our focus certainly is on working together with the member states in forging regional cooperation in various sectors that we have on our agenda. We work towards offering tangible benefits to our member states so that as a regional organization we can contribute to their developmental agenda. We can enhance prosperity and peace in our region. We have also begun the process of outreach to various stakeholders, business persons, media, think tanks, universities, young people in schools and colleges. So we have also begun the process of outreach to different segments of our society. We have started that process and we are hopeful that BIMSTEC will be better known in future.
Behind every successful diplomat, there is a great lady, great spouse. How does it go with you?
I would like to say that she has been a pillar of support for me. Together we have undertaken a number of activities. She has accompanied me during all my postings abroad. Not only she has been playing the role of a diplomat's spouse very well, but she has also given me full support, enabling me to work beyond office hours, during the weekends, on holidays. So her support has been very critical in my success. So I have no doubt in saying that if I have been successful in realizing my goals as a diplomat, then she has contributed immensely to that success.
Would you like to say about yourself?
It's a great pleasure to have been given this opportunity to speak. I have been married for 32 years. 32 years ago, I made my tryst with diplomatic life when we got married. And before that, I have lived in different regions in my own country because my father being in a transferable job, so I have not stayed in one place for a longer time. So it has actually, opened up things for me. So it was easy to make the transition when I got married and we began to move countries. And I'm an educationist. So I have done my master's in literature, diploma in journalism. I've also done a course in French language. So I'm kind of a linguist, I'm educationist, and I love languages. So everywhere I have gone with him, I have tried to learn. The first posting we were in Arabic world, so I tried to learn Arabic. Later on French, and of course here also when I came, I started with learning Bangla. But since I didn't stay here for long, so I had to abandon that. I love to read a lot. So traveling around also has been very helpful because every time I've gone somewhere, I've started to read about that country and then, explore different places. So this life and my earlier life, it was a nice combination because it has helped me grow and evolve as a person.
How you two met?
Ours is a very traditional marriage. I think it's arranged system. A very interesting life. I would have liked to pursue a career in teaching. I think life taught me a lot while on the move along with him. So I would not regret that because it definitely gave me a lot of opportunities to learn and explore the world. And I do feel very enriched. And I was very happy when we were coming here because we have been in all the neighboring countries except this. So I suppose from China, Pakistan, he was also in Afghanistan and Bangladesh. So definitely I was so looking forward to being here and exploring this region, and I've read so much about it. I still continue to read because, about different countries now that we are part of a much larger mission and organization now. So that's also is very interesting because it does give me an opportunity. I'm motivated to read about different regions that this BIMSTEC represents. But what I do miss out, and as I was saying earlier, that in other places when I stayed, I was very deeply involved in a lot of things. I would organize a lot of cultural events and social events and meet more people. So that is what I'm missing out by being away. And if given a chance, definitely whenever I would come here, I would try and see what I can do on that and to get more chance to interact with people. Because I think whatever time I have spent with Bangladeshi people, they are wonderful people. I want to know more about them and also travel more because it will give me an opportunity to understand the country better. As I said, when I made my tryst with diplomatic life, I did not realize that the affairs of the world are going to impinge on our life in such a great way, because everything that happens around the world, it affects everyone. You are monitoring it very closely. So in that sense, yes, you understand the world better by being, by traveling around and staying in different countries. You understand people better because you are interacting with them very closely. And you realize one thing, that when you meet with them, we are all same. There is a huge similarity between people. We are governed by the same emotion, passion, feelings. So on a philosophical level, it gives you that understanding about people, and you become more accepting. You become a global person because you have traveled so well. So you become more accepting, more forgiving, as well as because so far he was representing the country. So you were, you also patriotic, nationalistic. You feel very proud of your country, and it fills you with a sense of pride. And now, of course, it's even the canvas has become wider, interacting as a representative of a greater region.
I would like to say something about your children.
We have one daughter who, and she has been with us. So she has also lived in different countries and studied in international schools. And now she went on to do her master's, her graduation in the US and working there. And now she will be moving to London. So because she has also moved around, I would say she's a global child, and she understands. She loves traveling. She loves to read about history and different civilizations.
Do you want to say the final words for the audience?
I would like to thank the audience for their patience and giving us this opportunity to speak to them about our experience as a diplomat. It has been so far about a year and a half in Bangladesh, and I'm fascinated by this country, the people, the values that this country represents, the progress that it has made in development, particularly empowerment of women. And I'm looking forward to interaction with people, getting more opportunities to serve people of Bangladesh as Secretary General of BIMSTEC.